Welcome back to Wembley. Just time to look at a few pointers in that result. Alan, you were asking for a bit more pride to be shown in the England shirt. Do you see it here?
I think so, Jerry, yes. Yeah. I would think it's probably England's best performance in the whole of the qualifying group, really. It's the best that I've seen them play.
Jack, that second goal put them on their way again after they looked as if they were struggling a bit.
Yeah, we lost our way just a little bit, mainly because the Italians dropped someone a little bit deeper in the midfield in defence and pushed the full-backs a little bit tighter on the wingers and wouldn't let us play the ball wide.
Let's have a look at that second goal, can we, Jack? There were a couple of good pointers there. Good work by Kevin King of all sorts.
It's part of the game, actually, that the Italians are much stronger than us. That Butch Wilkins ran with the ball, played it up to Kevin, and Kevin found enough room to play a ball through to probably the best sneaker in the game, who was Trevor Brooklyn, and he gets into those positions better than anyone I know.
What made the goal, though, was the run of Butch Wilkins, because he dragged the centre-half out, you know. And he made up his mind to go, and the centre-half went to go, and he just slipped it through to Brooklyn in the net there.
He doesn't get too many of these, though.
He doesn't, no. It's nice to see Trevor score the goal. He took it very well, didn't he? Very cool and calm.
But the fullback was totally at fault on the ball played through. He had gone into a covering
position. On this
position.
one, you can see the Wilkins run, actually, and you'll see the centre-half. See the centre-half just about to come out, and he just slots it past him. There's Trevor waiting there.
Yeah, enjoy that first.
Took it very well.
Fischetti put his arm up in the air as if to say he's offside, you know, and he shouldn't have been offside really, because the fullback had gone round the back and should never have been in that position, because you could see where the only place Kevin could play the ball.
Well, it would have been the first offside that the Italians had played, I should think.
Alan, what about the use of Koppel and Barnes in the second half?
I don't think we used them as well in the second half, Jerry, as what we had in the first. I mean, Stevie Koppel, I can't remember him in the second half going past the fullback. Yeah. But in the first half, you know, I thought he was going to be our match winner. I thought he was going to win the game for us. But I mean, Peter Barnes, you very rarely saw him in the second half, the boy. You know, he kept wandering from the wing. This is what fascinated me about it. Both the wingers kept coming inside. And we never had the fullbacks on our side, in Neil or Cherry, to get wide and go down the line.
Bit of a disappointment, Barnes in the second half. Bit of an experience.
I thought he lost his way a little bit, and he wandered off into the middle of the park and didn't really contribute anything there. In fact, he was stopping other people from playing there. But I was a bit disappointed in the use of Bob Latchford, actually. I felt that Bob was put there to do a job, which was to drag people wide, get it to far post. And we never really knocked any ball in, apart from two that Bob got on the end of, that he knocked down.
But there was one in the first half, there was one marvellous run by Steve Koppel that we can have a look at here, Alan, which must have given him hope for the future.
Well, it's what he does for his football club, doesn't it? Change of pace is beautiful here. Supercross. And Peter Barnes with his left foot knocked the ball wide. If he'd been a right-footed player, perhaps he might have hit the target.
But OK, the young lads in some ways did well. Barnes a little bit of inexperience. What about just finishing this? What's on the point there? If it had been right-footed, what about some of the experienced lads out there? How do you think they shaped?
We've missed Trevor Brooklyn in the England team during this World Cup qualifying group, because
he was our best player today.
Trevor kept making probes and he kept making runs with ball at people, and he kept getting into good positions. Great position for the goal. And he's a quality player. He's great control. He's a strong lad. He pushes people off balls, and we've missed him.
What about Dave Watson?
Well, Dave Watson, I mean, did his usual very, very good job. He does it very, very well. Probably our best defender, Dave Watson, tonight, easily. Not so much the two fullbacks didn't have a great deal to do, and Emily Hughes didn't have a great deal to do.
This is David.
Super shot, wasn't it? For a centre half, what a volley. If it had been half a yard wide of him, I think he'd have scored there.
If he had scored there, it would have been justice, because for me, Dave Watson was by far the best England player, the most effective. I think I saw him in the first half give one ball away, and in the second half, he made a tackle that he didn't win. But that's his sole contribution on the bad side, and all the good things he did, tremendous.
Well, David Watson throughout all the matches has been this consistency, isn't he? He's very good at this.
Now, what do you think of the Italians? They seem to crack up at times. They seem to get overexcited.
But still very dangerous on the break, and they fill the space between when they win a ball at the back, and they fill the 30 yards up to the nearest England defender very, very quickly and commit him. And a part of the game England could learn a lot from. In fact, I felt Emlyn Hughes at the back tonight wasted probably 5 minutes of the game just bringing the ball up to the halfway line, when in fact a positive run to commit someone would have given us a bit more of a chance to get at it.
The Italians haven't changed at all, have they? You know, I mean, they're playing exactly the same as they were 4 years ago when they were in the World Cup. They were playing exactly the same way when we were both in Mexico. They've not changed their style. They've just got very, very similar players: Calzios, Antonioni, Bonetti. You know, one or two people that fight and chase. The fullback, the right fullback, I thought had a super match. He was a great defender.
Alan,